Hi, when I use CR Scan Author and Scan Headshot in Face mode, there is a problem that I cannot scan some part of the hair in the back. There will be big holes on the model where the scanner cannot pick up, and it will enclose the hole by itself when I do the meshing. To get a better result in printing, I will show how I do post-processing the mesh in Blender software. As you can see here that the face look highly in detail. There's some defects in the black eye, and there's a lot of holes in the back here which the scanner cannot pick up because of light hair cover over the skin, and especially at the top of the head here. So I will export this OBJ format. Okay, we are in a Blender. First thing, I'm going to delete the camera and the light because we don't need it. I have to say that I'm not a Blender expert. I just use it from time to time. Mostly I use 3ds Max and other CAD software. Okay, let's import the files, which is OBJ. The model is already here. If you can see the name here, the file's name, you can't see it because it is too big. The files that import from Creality Scan will be 1000 times scale, so we have to scale it down. To do that, hit a home button on your keyboard. Then you find that you have a big head here. When you click on the object and then you type N on your keyboard. Why I use Blender? Because it has a sculpting tool. That's the first reason. You don't find that in the 3ds Max, and it's free, so anybody can learn to use it. As you can see, the size, the dimension here, you say at 366 meters, which is way too big. So I will scale it. I changed the unit to centimeters. Actually, the head should be like 36 centimeters in size, exactly 1000 times bigger. So I will scale it here on the right side here. I scale it 1000 times smaller, so it's going to be 0.001 on the X, 0.001 on Y, and 0.001 on Z. And then the head is shrink now. You need to hit home one time, and it's there. The head is not at the center point, so I move it, object, set origin, geometry to origin. Okay, now the head is in the center. I hit a Y here, and then I will flip it to the correct direction. Hit R on the keyboard, and it should be able to rotate it. Here's on the side. I think the face is a bit, I rotate it a bit, so the eye level is looking at the horizontal, and then I move it up. You can click on the move button here, and then you move it up just above the work point. Now we have a model with the correct dimensions. If you click on the model and then you click here and click on statistic, you get to see the number of vertices, which is about 2.5 million and 5.1 million faces. That's exactly came out from the, actually the scanner is very high in detail. You can see the hair here, a thin hair, and here too, right? That's amazing for the scanner at this price. Okay, we have already scaled the model, and we have to apply, we transform the scale, right? So we need to apply all transforms. We move it to the center, so we apply the transforms. So scale is back to 1. Now it's time to save the model. I will do remesh, and then we sculpt it. Before we do remesh, a remesh is similar to meshing in the Creality Scan. It will close the hole. If your model has hole, it will close it. At this point, if you can find something that you don't want, you can delete it. I'm looking at like this thing that stick out from the shirt. I remove it. Click on the model. Go to edit mode. Click on the X-ray button. Click on lasso, and then I will just drag it. Hit delete keys and delete all the vertices. Okay, it's gonna take some time depending on your hardware speed. Go to the object mode, turn off X-ray. Now we can remesh. Actually, mesh that come out from Creality Scan is good, except for the part that it fills the holes here. Usually I do remesh every time before I do sculpting. Go to modifier tab, generate, and click on remesh. Okay, now the whole model is very rough, only 26 vertices. Op 3 depth, usually I start with 9, and then you need to wait for a while. That's quick. Okay, look here, I have a 4.9 million triangle. I'm kind of satisfied with this detail. I'm gonna apply, when doing the sculpting mode in Blender, usually I use, I'm not sure if you can see this, I use pen tablet. You can use mouse, but it's not going to be a good experience. I'm going to switch to sculpting mode. Hit home one time. Okay, there are some tools that you can use here. Now, the one I use the most is smooth tool. You can just hit the S key on your keyboard, and then you can adjust the brush size on the right corner, or just place a shortcut on the key, which is the bracket. And you can change the size. I'm going to smooth out here, and you can see the effects. So it's related to the pressure of your pen. So it's better to use a pen to do this. Some people find it's not give a bad result when you do sculpting because you didn't do a remesh. the mesh that you import from the other software is not evenly distributed. Usually I will use a clay strip. It will add clay here, but if you hold Control key, it will remove. It will remove the, and then you can smooth it by holding the Shift key. I'm going to smooth here and here. Actually, I'm going to do printing, so I'm not going to see any of this surface detail. But what matters is that I scrape it out. Okay, just smooth it out. I'm gonna add some clay strip to fill the hole, and then I'm gonna smooth it. Sometimes you can't just fix if it's severely, disoriented. Okay, now I'm gonna fix this polygonal looks behind the ear here. I'm gonna scrape it out. Doesn't look natural, so I'm gonna scrape it here and here. Because she put her hairs behind the ears and it's thin, so the scanner can't pick up. And the software fill it with holes. So I forgot to delete this, and probably I'm gonna make it look like an ears. The other one looks normal. It's gonna be difficult for this one. Add some gray strip. It doesn't look like an ear, does it? What's missing? Probably this one. Right, just a demonstration of fixing. Actually, I'm not a sculptor or anything. Smooth and gray strip, that's all I need. I can try crease tool to make a groove. You can try this yourself if that's help. Going to smooth the here as well. Last thing I want to do is to make it worse, so I should add a gray strip, make it look like a hair, continuous. Right, and I'm gonna fix. I forgot to delete this one. It's gonna be difficult. I can try to smooth it, scrape it out. Then I'm gonna smooth it. Okay, I think I'm done with the ears here. I forgot to. Oh yeah, it's not easy to remove. You need to do it when it was a point cloud. Okay, I'm gonna fix the hair here. I'm gonna smooth it first. Then I'm gonna add the clay strip. Remove it. Make it look like a hair. Here it's not easy. Smooth it. I'll try smooth it first, see how it goes. It's look like an easy fix for the software. Make it like a polygonal. I think I'm gonna scrape it. Scrape it. Yes. You can try this on your own. So, too big. Okay. Does it look like hair now? Ear here needs some smooth. The problem is that if there is a light hair, if there is a light hair around the ears, it's not going to pick up, and then software is filled with the polygonal closure. There's some dots in the eyes. It's the black color, so some dimples here. Move it. Gonna add some clay strip here. And here at the center, it's look like I'm gonna add some clay strip here. Scrape out the reindeer headband. Use it for feature, and then smooth it. Clay strip, smooth it. Okay, not sure. I'm not sure what the original is. Right, then I smooth it. And then I scrape it. Okay, it's look like gonna need a crease to make a crease. Yeah, it's look like hair now, I think, for me. Alright, we're gonna exit the sculpt mode. Go to the layout mode. For this bus, I'm gonna add some rectangular stand. What I do is I just add a rectangular box. Add mesh cube. Right, it's gonna be a big cube. I'm gonna resize it to like 30 centimeters. Okay, so now I'm going to edit mode. I'm gonna edit just this box. I'm using face selection tools. Click on move, and then I'm gonna move it down here, just above the point. Make it overlap, and then I'm gonna move it, make it thinner. You can make it thicker, but it takes longer time to print. Here's a simple one. Next, I'm gonna turn on X-ray mode. I'm gonna select the bottom edge. You need to turn on X-ray mode first, so that all the vertices in the back will be selected as well. Hit delete key, vertices. Okay, now we have a flat base. Turn off X-ray. Exit the edit mode. Now we have a opening under the base. There are some meshes here. You need to cut a bit deeper. So go back to edit mode, X-ray mode. You can see the mesh here, and then I'm going to select it a little bit taller. Hit delete key, delete all the vertices. Go back to object modes. Now it's all empty underneath. Then I turn on the cube, and then I move it up just a little bit for overlapping. And then I'm gonna do the Boolean modifier. Add modifier. I'll click on the head first. Boolean union, and then you select on the cube. Okay, now we have one object. I hit apply here. Wait for a while. Okay, now if you go to the edit mode, click on X-ray, you can see that the mesh is joined with the base. So when you print it, it's not going to be anything underneath from the head. It will be print inside the base. So now I'm going to exit the object mode. It's time to save the model. Okay, I'm going to export it in a STL files for printing. Click on files. I have already selected model files. Export STL. Here we have a scale. You need to scale it back 1000 because I'm going to print in a Creality print. If I don't do the scale, it's going to be very small. I put on the headshot for the print. It's going to say it's too big for the base plate. I'm going to choose the support with the try support touching the build plate. Support everywhere. Let's see how it's go. Slice it. Sometimes it crash on slicing. I don't know if it's the same person who do the Creality Scan. It's not crashing. Perfect. Right, you should support everywhere, because if you don't do so, the chin part will fall down. Not very nice on the chin part. This should do. Export and print it. 4 hours. Here's the result of the printing. I used the Poly Terra PLA almond color. Thanks for watching.